Hey there, good morning. It is dark and early, 3 o'clock here. Thanks for joining me on WWL Plus and all of our other WWL Louisiana streaming services here. A live update for you as we continue to track a widespread area of showers that have been moving through the area really all night long. Luckily, we've fared okay so far in southeast Louisiana. You can see a lot of the lighter yellows and greens showing that the rain has been coming down, but it hasn't been causing us any tremendous amount or major flooding problems. That has been a bigger problem back to the western parts of the state. You can see flash flood warnings ongoing from Lake Charles to Lafayette and anywhere in between, and that's where the heaviest of the rain has been for the past few hours. We are still seeing those scattered showers in our local area, but once again, we really have fared okay across a big part of the area here during the overnight hours. Now, we still have a ways to go. I still have plenty of rain in the forecast as we go throughout your Wednesday, so we're not done just yet, but if you are an early riser, or maybe you're just getting home right now, still keeping an eye on things for the next several hours. A closer look at the showers that have been falling across Slidell. These two boxes you see here, a blue box over New Orleans Metro and the Slidell St. Tammany area, those are street flood advisories. Those are going to run a little while longer, but for the most part, we haven't had any significant flooding issues in either one of these areas. Rain has come down, but not heavy enough to cause us big problems. Notice steady rain back through Hammond and into Livingston Parish, so if you are getting on 12 and heading to Baton Rouge, that is going to be a wet drive, and the morning is going to be wet regardless of what you're seeing right now. Now, the rainfall totals so far have been higher across the North Shore. We have picked up some healthy totals across St. Tammany over the past 12 hours. So from the thunderstorms yesterday evening into the morning here, anywhere from 4 to 5, even near 6 inches of rain have fallen across parts of St. Tammany into Hancock County, and then more isolated high totals as you get into Washington Parish and over into Tangi. But St. Tammany really has been the hot spot so far during the overnight hours. Here in the metro area, the heaviest of the rain it hadn't been anything too bad. Most of us have picked up maybe 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, but you can see there those totals really increase the further north you get into the lake and across the North Shore. Again, the worst of the rain, excuse me, I jumped too far ahead there. The worst of the rain has certainly been over in western parts of Louisiana and closer to areas like around Opelousas. Have had multiple reports of some inundation and roads covered with water around Opelousas this morning. That's where they've picked up anywhere from 4 to 6 to even 7 inches of rain. That's all this pink and purple you see here, and even higher totals near DeRidder, picking up nearly 10 to 11 inches. So that's where the big problems have been so far. We will keep an eye on things because it shows you what's happening out west. The atmosphere is capable of producing flooding across South Louisiana. I wanted to zoom out and you paint the picture here. Over the past 12 hours, the biggest rains have fallen north of the metro into Mississippi here and off towards western parts of Louisiana. We do think these colors are going to start to fill in across southeast Louisiana as we go throughout the morning and the afternoon. So we're not done just yet. We've got this batch around Lafayette we will keep an eye on. Models are not overly aggressive with that, but models don't always nail these things. We know how it goes. So while it's lighter to moderate rain over us right now, there's this heavier rain towards Lafayette and the Atchafalaya. We'll watch that. But here's our next disturbance inbound. It is already producing storms near Laredo and Corpus Christi. So what this will do is arrive in our area this afternoon. That means storm chances will probably ramp back up into the afternoon hours. So I definitely think we have some rain this morning, but maybe even heavier rain and even a few strong storms coming in through around the lunchtime hour. 1, 2, 3 o'clock could be stormy across the entire area. And then it does look like into this evening things will start to settle down. So this evening is looking a lot calmer across the region. Again, we're just going to be watching for isolated street flooding the rest of the morning. It's so difficult to tell you exactly where the heaviest of the rain could set up. The North Shore seems like the hot spot right now, but we watch the South Shore very closely. Here's just our model running through the 8 and 9 o'clock hour. Isolated, very heavy downpours, but then here comes the round that's back in South Texas right now. That disturbance means more storms blossom up across the region. Notice a couple of these could be some hailers. We had some hailstorms last night moving across the area, so that is a possibility again as we go through this afternoon. We are expecting at least some isolated severe storms, but the main threat will continue to be for flooding. So that'll be coming on through the afternoon hours, and it's coming down pretty good by 1, 2, 3 o'clock. And then as we get towards the evening, that disturbance passes through. The atmosphere is going to be worked over, which means it's used all of its instability up, and things will turn quieter heading into tonight. It does look like our chance of rain we'll say scattered on Saturday, maybe a little bit higher on Friday, Thursday, maybe a bit higher on Friday. Again, flooding is the main risk with all this, but can't rule out a few severe storms. We've had a couple so far. The causeway gusted to 71 miles an hour last night at about 11:30, and so some of these storms have definitely been on the strong side. We've also had some hailstones, a lot of quarter-size hail been reported over the past 12 hours, and we've had some rotation, nothing significant in our local area, but a few of these storms have tried to spin up some, so that's something to monitor, but flooding certainly the bigger issue here. So our weather impact alerts, we're going to keep them through Friday just because the ground is becoming saturated. It won't take much to get some isolated flooding each and every day, but we're getting closer and closer to Thursday and Friday, so we're getting high resolution data here. That gives us a much clearer picture. Now tomorrow, still some rain possible, but it may not be as wet, so we'll see, but I'm going to keep our chance of rain 40 to 50% on Thursday. Looks like another disturbance, a bit healthier, moves through on Friday. I think that'll spark off some scattered storms during the daytime on Friday. Friday afternoon, maybe Friday evening has some rain. And then we finally start to get away from the heavy showers and storms, and we just have some showers around Saturday and Sunday. This pesky upper level low that's been spinning over so slowly, it's just hanging out. And so that's why it's taking so long to dry things out. Looks like we'll have a 30% chance of rain Saturday, 30% chance of rain on Sunday, and then things are tapering off as we head into early next week. Early next week looks quite nice. So if you're trying to make those Mother Day plans, overall, it's not look like a washout this weekend, but I don't think it's going to be completely dry from Saturday to Sunday. 30% chance rain and no hot temperatures with all these clouds and showers. We're going to stay mostly in the upper 70s each day. So again, weather impact alert for today. We are expecting additional rounds of storms. The timing of it this morning and this afternoon are the most likely time. This evening is trending drier. Thursday, not as much rain, but still a few showers and storms around. Friday, a better chance of seeing more widespread storms around with another disturbance. And then for your weekend here, just some wraparound showers around that upper level low before things start to dry out and warm up big time next week. We'll be back in the mid 80s, but notice no 90s coming anytime soon. So we'll take that as a win as we really get into the month of May here over the next week. So again, if you're just joining me, it is 3:07 this morning. We are live streaming all across our WWL platforms, including WWL Plus here. We're going to have updates for you all morning long. Every 30 minutes, I'll be back on here at 3:30, 4 a.m., 4:30, and then 5 a.m. we start the morning show here. So we will have coverage for you. But the rain so far has been manageable across southeast Louisiana, but back towards Lafayette, that's Marsh Island, Vermilion Bay, New Iberia. It has really been coming down. Those lightning strikes show just how healthy these storms are, and so there's slow migration with this to the east. We will see if that can hang on and move in closer. We'll see if any of these showers and storms over us start to intensify. That would be the flood risk we'll need to watch as we go throughout the remainder of the morning. But anyway you slice it, it is going to be a wet morning drive. We are expecting additional heavy showers and storms to move in as we go into this afternoon, and then finally seeing some relief as we head into this evening. But at 3:08 here, that is your 3 a.m. update. We'll be back here at 3:30. Set that alarm every 30 minutes. We'll have an update, a live update for you on what things are looking like. Thanks for joining me.